Hello my friends and welcome back to another debunk video. I am going to be debunking another Google answer here. A grizzly bear would win a fight against a lion, probably with a grizzly bear breaking the lion's back or biting through its skull. The lion indeed has an advantage in terms of their skill in hunting, especially if they are attacking in a pack. Now, just to start this off, lions don't really go in packs. They go in coalitions. A pack is more of a word for wolves and hyenas, but lions travel in coalitions, either in a coalition of males or a pride. And these coalitions usually consist of numbers to 2 to 4 males, commonly, with obviously numbers of 5 and 6 being rarer. Now, first of all, from what I can see in the image, the lion is being compared to what I can see as a Kodiak bear or something, because there's a significant size difference there. So even when they try to sum up these kind of answers, they automatically compare lion to the largest specimen of bear, or like the largest bears, like Kodiak bears or polar bears. They always compare a lion to the biggest bears. So I just want to clear this up because rarely there are weight variations with grizzly bears. Now, they can have a weight variation between 400 and 900 pounds. And there may even be bigger specimens than that. There may even be specimens of grizzly that can even reach 1,000 pounds. So it just shows you that there are definitely specimens of grizzly bear within the wild and within that weight variation that can be compared to a lion. Now, I'm not saying that lion couldn't lose against a grizzly bear, because obviously he could lose to a grizzly. But I have to obviously state that this answer is completely biased, because under the right circumstances, lion could defeat a grizzly bear pretty easily. And I will explain that in future videos. I'm not going to explain it in this one because I have to debunk this video first. But lion, under the right circumstances, could defeat a large grizzly easily with very little issue. But I'll explain that in another video. But like I say, there are definitely specimens in North America of grizzly bear that have a comparable weight variation to a lion, or at least a more comparable weight variation that could enable a fair comparison, or a fairer comparison at least. Because if the bear is too big, I don't think it's a fair comparison. I don't really think that you can compare a Kodiak bear or a polar bear to a lion. I think that they are just too big. I think that you can compare a Kodiak bear and a polar bear to each other, and you could definitely compare Kodiak bear and polar bear to other specimens of bear that are around the same size and weight as it. But you can't compare. You could. I'd say you could compare it, but it wouldn't be a fair comparison. So, I would definitely favor Kodiak bear and polar bear against the lion. Definitely. But that doesn't mean, there may not be a rare exception where animals can back down to one another, because I think that may be possible, considering the fact that we see a lot of things in the animal kingdom that are really surprising to us. A lot of the things that we don't even think possible. Who would have thought that lion rarely would be able to stand his ground against an elephant, which, by the way, is much bigger than a polar bear or a Kodiak bear or any specimen of bear? Even though I would not consider or favor lion generally in the sense against a large Kodiak bear or polar bear, because obviously the size difference is too great, and polar bear and Kodiak bear would have not only the advantage of psychological intimidation under those circumstances, but they would also have the physical advantage too. So they would have the physical and psychological advantage against the lion in a direct encounter. But that doesn't mean that psychological intimidation isn't possible with these animals. We see a lot of surprising things in the animal kingdom. We see lions intimidate rhinos, hippos, elephants. So really, and these creatures are bigger than polar bears, Kodiak bears. Then, so really the evidence is there. So you can't really deny that this could be a possibility. Because lion is refusing to back down to animals that are much bigger than a Kodiak bear or polar bear. Not that I'm saying that every specimen of male lion is going to stand its ground against a rhino, a hippo, a elephant, because they're not, okay? There's going to be lions that'll run away from them. There's going to be lions that'll run away from rhinos, elephants, hippos. But there's definitely going to be a selection of males from the lion populace that will be bold enough to stand their ground, that will not give up their territory to larger animals. So even though there are larger animals that try to assert their supremacy, sometimes the lion just says, I don't care who you are, fuck off, I'm not moving for you. And the elephant just goes his own way. And also I've seen images as well of rhinos running away from subadult lions, not even fully grown males, subadult lions. I've even seen an elephant run from a lioness. But let's not divert from the video. So it says here that the grizzly will probably win by breaking the lion's back and biting through its skull. Now, I would say that a grizzly would probably target a lion's back in a fight. It probably would, But that doesn't mean it's going to break its back, and that doesn't mean that this is going to be a fight to the death. Now, I would say that a bear breaking a lion's back, yeah, it has the bite force to probably break a lion's back, but it doesn't mean that is going to be the general outcome of the encounter. I don't believe so. I don't believe a bear is always going to break a lion's back in a fight. I don't think so. Because when a bear pins a lion down anyway, it's not always going to have access to the spine. And what is it talking about biting through the lion's skull? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Grizzly is not going to target the skull of lion. He just isn't. If he fights him, he's going to target areas in his body, probably the back. I do agree that he might target the back, but there's other parts of his body that he's going to target too. He's not going to target the skull. He's going to target areas like the spine and areas of the torso, the trachea. He's going to aim for these areas. He's going to aim for more vulnerable areas, maybe even the legs. Now, the key word in grizzly would win a fight against lion. I would say could. Could is a more accurate word. Because lion, under the right circumstances, can still win this fight, but I'll do that in another video. And it's saying that lions have the advantage in terms of hunting if they attack in groups or whatever. A lion doesn't need to attack in a group to defeat a grizzly bear. I don't know why they're making it out to be like, oh, lion doesn't have a chance if he's by himself. That's a load of bullshit, man. Like, lions face way more combat adversity than bears. Way more. Lions fight to the death. I mean, bears fight, but despite their size and their bite force and how aggressive they are, they have a pretty low mortality rate. Lions have a much higher mortality rate than bears. They kill each other all the time. So theoretically speaking, a lion fighting another lion to the death is far more adverse than a lion fighting a grizzly in the wild, because the lion won't fight to the death with the grizzly in the wild. He will, however, fight to the death, or there is a much greater possibility of him fighting to the death with another male lion if he's fighting for ownership of females and territory. But you don't have to worry about bear fanatics, guys, because I have the knowledge to humble them. I've done my research, and I'm going to make videos beyond this point, because my focus now is on lion versus bear topic. I've done enough on Lion vs Tiger. I'm more than happy to go back to Lion vs Tiger after I've done this, but I want to definitely clear up some misconceptions about Lion vs Bear. I have the knowledge to humble any bear fan, guys, and I'm going to, whether they like it or not. But I'm debunking this on the basis of it saying that the Grizzly will win against the Lion, as though to give the indication that the Lion wouldn't have a chance, okay? Under the right circumstances, the Lion could win easily, guys, even against a large bear. And I will explain that in another video, I promise you. And I will also be doing another video on Grizzly and Lion pound for pound, not just against larger specimens of Grizzly. Now, I'm here to prove in this debate that Lion could win pound for pound and he could beat large bears. Okay, that's what I'm here to prove. Even though there's a lot of Lion fans that are kind of a bit fearful to challenge the Grizzly and the might of the Grizzly, I am not, because I have the necessary data to back up my claims. I have the necessary combat data to prove Grizzly's solitary reasoning and his solitary instinct to avoid injury when he's hungry and he's looking for food. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, but I do, and I'm going to explain that in the other video. And finally, I want to expose these imbeciles on Discord who are claiming that I was calling Mr. Muscle an idiot. No, I wasn't. I accidentally replied to him not knowing. So I didn't mean to say, it wasn't directed at Mr. Muscle. It was directed at people who were, well, arguing in the same server as him. And let's just say that one of them was saying something pretty inhumane to the other. So I had to step in and say something to them. And for anyone who claims on Discord that Mr. Muscle isn't my lion brother, will be corrected instantaneously. But yeah, I just thought I'd clear that up, guys. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I could use more subscribers on this channel. I have been restricted on YouTube for some reason. I don't exactly know why. I haven't figured that out yet. My videos don't really get as many views anymore, but my Lion brothers are trying to help me out. They're trying to, get word out there, so I appreciate that. I appreciate Marshall, Mr. Muscle, all the other guys who are, trying to get this channel recognized and noticed. I appreciate all of you, and I am exceedingly grateful for that. And I hope to see you guys in the next video, so stay tuned for more Lion vs Grizzly videos.